Top business lessons to learn from Shark Tank. Now in its 14th season, viewers seemingly can't get enough of ABC's Shark Tank, a reality TV show that provides a taste of the fast-paced, do-or-die lifestyle of entrepreneurs. The show's premise is basically entrepreneurs pitching their business in front of a panel of investors called sharks to seek funds in exchange for some stake in the company. The show offers viewers a crash course on what works and what doesn't work when making a business pitch, yielding some interesting and valuable lessons for business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs. A sought-after swim in the Shark Tank is a great opportunity for owners to hone in their business model. Viewers get direct insight into what to do and, most importantly, what not to do when pitching to investors. Sharks have included sports entrepreneur Mark Cuban, property mogul Barbara Corcoran, Kevin O'Leary, Daymond John, plus guest appearances by Kevin Hart and Gwyneth Paltrow. Welcome to yet another thrilling and fun video. In this video, we will head into the depths to learn some business lessons from the sharks themselves. Make sure you are subscribed to our channel for a library of incredible videos. Also, hit the bell icon to get notified about our newest updates. Number 1. Know how low you will go in a negotiation. The Sharks didn't get to the top of the business game by being generous. They're ruthless and will take opportunities to get the lowest price possible. Several episodes, they have shown just how fast they start circling when they see blood in the water. On the show, an entrepreneur was offered a deal and needed time to think about it. By the time she decided to agree to it, the sharks had talked among themselves and reduced their offer. If she had known her absolute bottom going into the show, she could have made a decision on the spot and ended up with a better deal. Too many entrepreneurs are unsure of what they'd accept, and their hesitancy gets them worse deals. Also, if you don't know the lowest offer you'd accept, you could commit to something that you would later regret. Of course, there may be expectations if unexpected elements come into play, which is something that sometimes happens on the show. Shark Tank is not for the faint-hearted. Entrepreneurs need to convince the panel of their business's potential, and the sharks need to make sure their investment will give them maximum returns. Hence, they ask important and often brutal questions to explore your business potential. Two, your business needs to solve a real problem. Through the years of rising and falling businesses, it's clear that a business that thrives is one solving a real problem, whether it's based on survival or physiological needs. While frozen food helps solve the problem of perishability of food items, Gucci solves the need to distinguish oneself from others. Moreover, in the face of an ever-rising competition, the success of a business idea lies in its ability and effectiveness of solving a problem for its customers. Shark Tank has featured many businesses on both ends, those solving some long-age problems and those far from solving any. A product called Scrub Daddy featured on the show. The product is an ergonomic utensil sponge that changes its texture in hot and cold water and remains one of the most successful products in the history of Shark Tank, with sales of over $209 million. It solves a real household cleaning problem by rinsing debris effectively and resisting odors for up to 2 months. On the other hand, a product called Throx intended to solve the problem of losing one of your socks from repair by packing 3. Unless you're a serial sock loser, you would have a drawer full of the extra socks. Unsurprisingly, the concept finds a place in one of the worst in Shark Tank. To pitch effectively, it is vital to ponder on your business's idea in the context of what problem you're trying to solve. What is the problem? Who are you solving it for? Why are you the one trying to solve it? These questions will not only help you evaluate your business, but also give you a concrete picture to others, especially the investors. Number 3, know your numbers. On top of knowing how low you can go, you need to show that you understand how you came to those amounts. How is your company valued? And what is the return for an investor? These are all regular questions that any business owner should be able to answer about their venture. If you're going to quote a number, be sure you can unpack it and back up with a hard fact. Shark Tank has had many entrepreneurs shaken when asked for the most fundamental questions about their businesses, and when this happens, the investors lose interest and they can only watch as their money swims away. Number 4, an advisor is far more valuable than an investor. A lot of people enter the Shark Tank just looking for financing. They don't think about the benefit of having some of the leading entrepreneurs as business advisors. This is far more valuable than the money that they bring to the table. A shark like Daymond, for example, was able to leverage his own network of contacts and get one entrepreneur's product into Best Buy. Greiner, the queen of QVC, will consider investing in any product she thinks has power in her corner of home shopping. These connections are worth millions more than the small investment sums most entrepreneurs are asking for on the show. Having a successful and well-connected investor on your advisory board is an invaluable advantage to new businesses, even if you have to settle for less cash up front. A long-term payoff could be worth it. Number 5. The best pitches made an emotional connection. People don't just buy goods and services, they also buy relationships, stories, and magic. These words of Seth Godin highlight a very important aspect of business. Sharks have consistently signed deals with businesses that touched an emotional chord. The pitch by the founder of the water conservation product Tree Teepee is considered one of the most emotional pitches on the show. The story of his father and his genuine desire to help farmers not only moved sharks to tears, but also made them invest in this product. So, your business's worth doesn't only lie in facts and figures. Your story, personal values, your vision, and your passion are all equally important. And illuminating these things in your pitch, whether it is to your investors, your customers, or your partners, can help you forge worthwhile connections. Quick disclaimer though, remember not to go overboard with the storytelling. Striking an emotional chord is about weaving the natural course of events in an engaging manner. Making up a story for the sake of it can do more harm than good. Number 6. Keep the focus on yourself to a bare minimum. While telling the story, it's easy to get carried away and make everything about yourself and your entrepreneurial journey. Many entrepreneurs have done the same on the show and lost the chance of a potential investment. As the investors are only really concerned about how your business is going to make the money, any detail that doesn't give them more insight into the business is a waste of time. Moreover, you only get a few minutes and sometimes a few seconds to convince the other person. Hence, every second counts. Your presentation must, at all times, try to fit the pieces of your business together. Not to mention, it's important that you exhibit your personality with confidence while presenting. Displaying a positive attitude and commitment towards your work helps you win the trust of others. It is essential that you make a good first impression and you don't underestimate your presentation. Entrepreneurs who enter the Shark Tank with show-stopping memorable presentations generally fared better than those that didn't. Amazing Lights owner Brian Lim entered wearing an animated head similar to famous DJ act Marshmello. He was selling gloves with LED lights and the fingertips that are popular at raves. His presentation was concise and clear. But once the mask came off, the investors saw that Lim had built 2 electronic music lifestyle companies worth more than $7 million in annual revenue from the ground up. The Sharks get into a feeding frenzy, and every investor makes an offer. Lim ended up making a $650,000 deal with Mark Cuban and Daymond for a 5% stake, and John took licensing rights and a 20% commission for his troubles. Number 7. Know who you're pitching to. Often on Shark Tanks, you'll see the sharks back out of a business pitch because the industry doesn't match theirs. Similarly, a shark can be seen as more interested in the business that deals in its domain. This shines a spotlight on the importance of learning about the people that you're pitching to. Obtain more information about the people that you are pitching your business to, their work, and their investments included. Learning about who they are will help you customize your pitch accordingly. In negotiations, this strategy can also be useful when you have to choose between multiple people. This way, you can choose the one who can provide you more than investment in the form of mentorship or industry knowledge. Number 8. Listening is the best way to learn. The Sharks have never been one to hold back on their commentary and advice, even if they aren't biting. They always circle back with some great wisdom for entrepreneurs to apply to future success. Entrepreneurs often stop listening when they hear rejection, but the pearls of wisdom that follow after an investor turns you down are often the most valuable feedback notes to ensure your next pitch is a success. If you really wanted their investment, you must have considered them noteworthy to begin with, so heed their advice as well. Number 9. Don't sell yourself or your business short. On a popular platform like Shark Tank, where you're standing in front of powerful people, it's only natural to feel obligated and intimidated. In such a scenario, it's common for businesses to agree to the conditions thrown at them. At the outset, it seems that entrepreneurs have a lower hand because they're the ones seeking a favor. However, don't forget investors are also looking to gain as much as they can from a business. This calls attention to the importance of knowing your business's worth. Having confidence in your abilities and your business can save you from desperate deals which won't effectively satisfy your business needs. Number 10. Failure is the road to success. One of the most important lessons entrepreneurs can learn from Shark Tank is to keep moving forward. A lot of products that were turned down by sharks are highly successful today. Rocketbook, a reusable paper notebook business, did not get a deal because sharks didn't think that microwaving it to make it reusable would be convenient. But it has made over $10 million in sales already. Sharks hesitated to invest in the Paltrow as they were not familiar with the flower industry. However, 3 years later, shark Robert Herjavec gets flowers from them on his wedding, and impressed by their service, decides to invest in the company. Besides these, there are countless examples of businesses that have achieved success due to their sheer persistence and optimism. An entrepreneur's real accomplishment lies in carving the path to success by overcoming every challenge that comes along.
I know you told your friend you're not okay.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If yes, let us know by giving it a thumbs up. Also be sure to subscribe to our channel to keep watching more interesting and entertaining videos like this one.